Good evening. Is there something behind Rafizi Ramli's leave, or is it just normal time off? We will take a look at Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's response and what Bersatu Youth had to say about the matter. An Amno veteran has told Bersatu leaders to dissolve the party. Continue watching to find out why. Meanwhile, Akmal has stressed that Amno will continue to defend the 3 Rs. We will also be taking a look at the Singapore polls, all that and more on KiniNews. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has brushed aside speculation surrounding Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli's reported leave, saying there's nothing unusual about it. When asked for comments on the matter after Friday prayers today, Anwar described Rafizi's leave as a typical break any employee might take. According to Bernama, he said it's just a few days off. There's no issue at all. He reportedly said that he's also looking for a few days off himself. He said that he hasn't had a chance to take leave either and questioned if he would be able to take a few days off after the 46th ASEAN Summit, which is scheduled on May 26th and 27th. Anwar had been asked to comment on rumors that Rafizi, who is also PKR's deputy president, is on leave until May 31st because he was dissatisfied with the party's election campaign. Previously, a minister speaking on condition of anonymity told Malaysia Kini that Rafizi is on leave. The minister also denied rumors about Rafizi's resignation from his government post. Should a minister be allowed to go on leave when there are issues with the economy that needs to be addressed? This was the issue raised by Bersatu Youth following claims that Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli has gone on leave for a few days. In a statement today, Bersatu Information Chief Harris Idaham Rashid called on Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to cancel Rafizi's leave. Citing the US tariffs on Malaysia, he said in the face of global economic volatility, Malaysia needs all hands on deck. He stressed that now is not the time for key leaders to step away, especially when many key policy decisions have to be made by the government. He said Bersatu Youth viewed it as an irresponsible act against the country and the people. Harris also questioned if it was true Rafizi was on leave due to PKR's election issue. He told all cabinet members not to mix government matters with party politics. He said the people are not to be blamed for whatever happened during the PKR polls and should not be punished for it. On April 30th, a minister speaking on condition of anonymity said Rafizi is on leave for a few days. This came amid rumors about the PKR deputy president's resignation from his government post. The Amno Veterans Club has suggested that if Bersatu truly wants to champion religion, race and country, there was no need for them to discuss cooperation with Amno. Instead, he said they should just dissolve the party and return en bloc to Amno. This bold suggestion comes in response to Bersatu Deputy President Hamzah Zainuddin's recent comment that his party is open to working with Amno. Although it may seem well-intended for the Veterans Club, the often repeated statement reveals Bersatu's growing anxiety over its partnership with PAS in Perikatan Nasional. Amno Veterans Club Secretary Mustafa Yaakob claimed PAS had sent representatives to meet Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim multiple times seeking to join the unity government and that Bersatu was aware of this attempt. According to him, Bersatu realizes this and believes that PAS would betray them. Thus, he said as a way out and for the survival of their party, Bersatu offered to cooperate with Amno, saying they shared the same struggle for religion, race and country. He claimed it wasn't entirely wrong as Bersatu's party constitution was a copy and paste of Amno's, with its leaders and members having Amno's DNA. With this, he said what their leaders should do is to hold an extraordinary General Assembly and dissolve Bersatu as Tengku Razaleigh Hamzah did with Semangat 46 and join Amno. According to a news report, Hamzah in a podcast last night said Bersatu is ready to work with Amno as both parties share a similar ideology. Amno Youth Chief Dr. Akmas Sal has made it clear that there are some lines the party won't cross, even for political allies. He declared that Amno will never compromise when it comes to race, religion, and the monarchy. In a post on Facebook, Akmas said this was what sets Amno apart from other parties. He stressed that if defending Islam and Malays as enshrined in the constitution causes people to not want to support Amno, then go ahead. They do not care. He said this in response to Urimai Party Pro Tem Chairperson P. Ramazami, who had argued that Amno's grip on ethnic and religious narratives had led to declining support support for BN allies, MCA and MIC. He added that this is a country where the federal religion is Islam and the rights of the Malays are enshrined in its constitution. So please respect that before expecting respect back. Earlier today, Ramazami had said that UMNO's narrow ethno-religious agenda resulted in MCA and MIC having issues maintaining credibility among their respective communities. Among others, he said it was disingenuous for UMNO to wash its hands of the predicament its allies MCA and MIC suffered. This came after UMNO Supreme Council member Putrajaya told MCA to remain a loyal partner within BN, adding that frustrations voiced by its leadership should not lead to misplaced blame or withdrawal from the coalition. Reporters Without Borders has released their 2025 World Press Freedom Rankings. So how did Malaysia do? Let's take a look. Malaysia has risen 19 spots to 88th place in Reporters Without Borders 2025's World Press Freedom Rankings. Malaysia placed 107th last year, which was a fall of 34 spots from 73rd the year before that. In the France-based NGO's reports on Malaysia, it noted that local press freedom is constrained by political pressure. According to RSF, on the surface, Malaysia seems to have a rich media landscape, but the state media, news agency Bernama, and the broadcaster Radio Television Malaysia exerts a great deal of influence. It said many mainstream media outlets are openly partisan, and newsrooms mainly toe the line of whatever government is in power. However, RSF said the situation was better with digital media and named Malaysia Kini as an example of a media site with editorial autonomy. Speaking further on political pressure, RSF said this prevents the media from tackling sensitive subjects such as race, religion and royalty, 3R issues, or criticizing the government. It added there is also conflict between the federal constitution, which guarantees press freedom, and draconian laws such as the Sedition Act 1948 and the Official Secrets Act 1972. However, RSF said a plus point includes steps taken to enact a Freedom of Information Act as well as the information of a media council. While we are on the topic, in conjunction with the World Press Freedom Day, from now to 6 May, you can subscribe or renew with 25% off our one-year package. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to enjoy this exclusive offer. Singapore is heading to the polls tomorrow, following 9 intense days of campaigning and nearly 5 years of political groundwork. According to Bernama, 11 political parties and 2 independent candidates are in the running and will know their fate on Saturday night. 2.75 million voters will decide then if the ruling People's Action Party continues its decades-long dominance with a supermajority or if the opposition breaks more ground. As the campaign period officially ended at midnight, today is a day of reflection. For voters, it's about one key question: who really deserves their vote? Bernama quoted political analyst Mujibu Abdul Muiz as saying that he believes the key deciding factors in this election will be the economy, the youth votes, and how parties respond to scandals and pressing national issues, as Lawrence Wong leads the PAP into his first election as party chief. He noted that young voters in particular are becoming more critical and vocal in expressing their dissatisfaction. He told Bernama that he still sees PAP as having a strong chance of remaining in power for the next term, but there may be a change in the vote margin as was already seen in the previous general election. However, he said Wong's extensive experience in managing the economy, along with his image as an independent leader, distinct from the Lee family legacy, could offer the PAP an advantage during this generational transition. Next, let's take a look at some of the other headlines from today. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.